Get back!
Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome to yet another Indiana Jones movie, but this time our last one. We have been on a little bit of a journey with the Indiana Jones series, but I wanted to make my way through it and actually give it all a good evaluation and just kind of see the tangled path we went through here. Not so tangled in the original trilogy, but certainly once we got to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and then Dial of Destiny, although surprisingly, I had some Kingdom of the Crystal Skull fans come out and speak up for it when it was first uploaded. So these things are tricky to determine as far as the buzz around a movie when it first comes out. It is important to watch these things for yourself and come up with your own opinion. And for this, the buzz around it when it came out was that it was not good. Maybe it wasn't as bad as Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but again, as I said, there are fans of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. For people like me who love Indiana Jones stories, they make Indiana Jones movies, I'm going to go see them, but I do think it was time for Harrison Ford to retire. And we ended up in a very interesting place with this franchise by this point anyway. We have basically two legacy sequels that make up the final two films of this franchise. The original Indiana Jones trilogy all came out in the 80s, the last one coming out in 1989. We did not have another Indiana Jones movie until 2008, almost 20 years later. We did not have another Indiana Jones movie after that until 15 years later, 2023. Knowing some of the backstory of these two movies, it feels to me like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was kind of a big swing to cross into a slightly different genre, and Dial of Destiny was an attempt to kind of come back to form. But I wonder about how hard it stretched to have another story where Indy fought the Nazis. I feel like there were other stories maybe they could have told, but again, I've watched this movie once. I watched this movie shortly after it came out. I haven't seen it again since. So maybe my perspective's off. Maybe I need to give it another viewing and I'll feel entirely different about it. Again, the first time I watched it, I did enjoy it. But I also felt like it was obvious that this needed to be the end for Harrison Ford in this role. And I imagine he probably very much felt that way too. Anyway, however you feel about it, good, bad, indifferent, whatever, we are here to watch the final film in the Indiana Jones franchise, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And I have nothing else to say before we get going, but before we do, I want to go ahead and invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is already available over there. There's other full-length reactions to movies, full-length reactions to exclusive television shows, all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support you give over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down here, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And that's it, folks. That's all I have. Let's finish the Indiana Jones franchise here with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Here we go. Okay, I had forgotten this. I was thinking they were just going to start like right into Indy's life in the late 60s. That's what I'm wondering. Where were all the Indiana Jones stories actually during World War II, where it would have made sense to have the Nazis in every movie? That's not bad. That's not bad CG. A little bit around the eyes, you know.
Berlin's in rubble. The Fuhrer's in hiding. You lost.
Oh, I forgot. This is as the Nazis are about to fall.
Ich muss Oberst Weber sprechen. Herr Oberst. Die Longinuslanze. Herr Oberst.
Ah, the Spear of Destiny. Shout out to Indiana Jones and the Spear of Destiny, which is a good comic book run for Indiana Jones.
It all started when this village of...
I forgot this.
And follow this sweaty little Pied Piper named Adolf.
I mean, Indy, you could have bought yourself a bit more time. I mean, if you're talking about a situation that'll put you in peril... He is hanging from a noose, and a bomb just got dropped into that house. I mean, I guess it's good he wasn't standing on the floor. This really feels like a video game level. Get the thing off your neck. Off your neck. There you go. Jeez. Ooh, nice shot. Or moreover, nice sound design. Indy was just trying to steal a car, and he ends up being a chauffeur for some of the Nazi high command. Ooh, well-placed rock took out the entire car. Someone better take control, because this isn't going to go well for either of you. Knock it off. Boom. Nicely done. Quick way to shed a sidecar.
My name is Basil Shaw. I'm a professor at Oxford, an archaeologist.
I mean, Indiana Jones is a bit more than an archaeologist. He's pretty well trained. Infiltrate your enemy by stealing a uniform. I wonder how good Indy's German is. I totally forgot. What an amazing way to have your cover blown. Funny bullet hole that you have, like, all the way through you there.
It's a fake.
I was gonna say, the center of this story is not the Spear of Destiny, or the Lance, or whatever they're calling it.
Wovon reden Sie? Es sie beherrscht. Die Emperor.
See, this is the other part. They're still trying to kind of bridge, like, the ancient mystery tomb kind of thing with sci-fi. Yeah, running from a group of slowly waking up Nazis. He's gonna recognize him. Okay. I guess he just needs him to look past him long enough.
I thought I told you to stay in the woods, Bears. What sort of a man hides in a hedge while his friend is facing death?
I mean, it's true. Indy was about to be executed. He had to try to do something.
Wer sind Sie?
I mean, that's an answer of a sword, I suppose.
The Antikythera.
Bring it.
Yeah, there's a lot of this I didn't remember. Trains under attack. Yeah, they got to work on movement with the CG faces like that. That's when you tend to lose it the most. Yeah, stay down. A destroyed gun is firing on its own train.
This way, come on! I can't do that! You want to stop for a little lineup?
Yeah, the train is being attacked. I would get off of it as soon as I could if I were you. I understand being petrified with fear, but the thought that if you stay where you are, things are going to be really bad has to enter in there somewhere too. First boss fight, fighting with a fake spear. Just stare at each other intensely until you get out of the tunnel. Yeah, I think that fighting on top of a train is just a movie thing. I don't think that would be possible in real life.
Get the gun!
See, this is the thing. This guy acts more like what an actual archaeologist would act like. This is not anything he knows how to do. Ooh, you actually got him.
To the Vic you go the spoils.
That's quite a turn. I was about to say, just finished watching Harry Potter. Toby Jones played Dobby. Didn't know that until the 20th anniversary thing. Ooh. Yeah, really, how did he survive? That is death.
I can't hear you, Bears!
Yeah, you need a jump, dude.
What about my dicky knee?
You're not gonna have a dicky knee, as you called it. Nothing left to complain about if you're dead.
Bit rum to go home empty-handed after all that.
Empty-handed, not exactly.
Archimedes' dial.
Well, half of it.
Come on, Baz.
Yeah, I'm wondering what was in the thing he threw to him. I thought I remembered that it was a bluff. But seriously, after a hit like that, how did he survive? I didn't notice that before. Mutt's picture up there is in his service uniform and the flag, next to the picture of his dad. See, this is the thing. I think we could have maybe done without this part. I think it's just maybe more to sell the idea of him being over the hill. I mean, I guess some of this is necessary, setting the tone for where his life is. Last we saw him, it was his wedding day with Marion. Now we see his separation agreement. I don't think most people would have noticed. It was very small. Mutt's picture up on the shelf with the flag next to it. Mutt certainly didn't seem, when we last saw him, to be somebody that would enlist in the military.
Syrian ceramics of this period are characterized by this complex blue line pattern.
I wonder why these people are in this class if they don't have an interest in the subject. This isn't exactly like a core class that they have to take.
Come on, guys, this is on the final.
Archimedes.
Archimedes.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge is just incredibly talented, writer and actor.
The astronauts!
They're kind of selling this idea of this time in history, everyone being, you know, enthralled by the future as opposed to the past.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up the first time around either. He's in at a different school.
It's Helena.
Wombat.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
Seems like it's been a few years since you've seen her.
Celebrating. I'm retiring.
Oh, well, in that case, what are we drinking?
It was a sweet reunion with someone from his past, but it did seem a little too convenient, you know.
Dr. Schmidt is in there.
I can't remember if he says it, but that hit he took to the head. I mean, we'll let it go. It's a movie, but still. That'd have killed anybody.
Where are you from?
The Bronx, sir.
No, I mean, originally your people. You know.
Originally your people, do you know?
Set up balloons to stop the planes bombing Normandy.
And now you're enjoying your victory?
What a piece of garbage.
Will there be anything else?
You didn't win the war. Hitler lost it.
Well, there might be some truth to that, but they also won it, and you lost. So quit being a baby about it. You know where your people come from.
I just graduated in archaeology.
I'm pretty sure that's a lie, based on what we know of her.
I'm researching a doctorate. Sealed in wax was a clock-like mechanism, finely tooled, purpose unknown.
She's doing an incredible job selling this. There's not a false note in her story.
You don't remember the last time I saw you, do you?
Remember what? These are the Alps, and this is the route that you...
Apparently it was pretty significant, but she doesn't seem to be interested in it right now. I'm assuming he'll illuminate us at some point.
A final triumph. Indiana Jones, out with a bang, back in the saddle.
Funny the way she put that, since this is the final movie.
Wombat, why are you chasing the thing? Drove your father crazy.
Wouldn't you?
I think that's probably exactly why she's doing it. She's trying to understand, or maybe just trying to finish what was so important to him.
She's in there, 3rd floor, with an old guy, Professor Dr. Henry Jones.
Go. I'll get support up here and pull a file on Jones.
FBI, CIA, something like that. Either way, it's showing that she has people on her tail. It's the first hint that what she's telling him is not true. And she knows. She's expecting them to show up. He would be the one to know where to hide it, in a dusty back room where no one would look for it.
He thought these irregularities might explain fluctuations, and your father thought this thing could predict fissures in time.
Maybe I missed that. Was it intact when they found it? And like maybe half of it was lost? I know it's been split. Archimedes split it. But did they find the whole thing and like Volker ended up with half of it or something? Voller.
Are you the police?
It'll just be a few moments.
Ma'am, Professor Plimpton!
She was trying to be reassuring, or without actually answering any of her questions.
No witnesses.
Yeah. Seems like that's not what she was on board for.
I knew you wouldn't destroy it.
You do remember that night.
You knew he didn't drop it in the river.
Yeah. Her story starts to fall apart. She sold it really well, though.
We need to get out of here.
Ooh. Nice shot.
Sorry. It's over.
Who are you people?
Well, they're probably going to shoot you if you're not careful. They shot the other people and they didn't do anything. She seems to be working for some kind of federal agency or something. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe she's corrupt or something?
Hang on, fella.
I mean, they're still going to come. Got down the fire escape pretty quick.
It's an ancient hunk of gears.
Well, more than that.
You can't tell me these people believe in the power of the dial.
Moving. Can't you see my cab? It's yellow. So you're gonna have to fix this box.
Guy better get in his car and go. He's going to get shot. Ooh. At least he didn't shoot anybody this time. A lot of this was practical. I remember watching some of the behind the scenes. To set all this up, I can't remember what country they were in. I don't think that pageant winner signed up for that. A chase through a parade. I mean, They do find interesting elements to add to a chase. I wouldn't call it high speed necessarily. On the tracks and the train is coming. On a horse. That's going to be bad. You better hurry. There you go. But immediately, the opposite problem.
Hold my horse.
Hold my horse while I get on this train. That was quite the escape.
Subway's faster.
It was a little clunky, but it was pretty good.
Now we've conquered space. I'm moving to the next frontier.
What's beyond space?
Time. Pretty much time. I mean, Mads Mikkelsen is really good at everything he does, or everything I've seen him in, pretty much. Although he ends up playing villains more often than not, I feel.
Miss Shaw met with a professor, Jones. She acquired the device from him.
Oh, he didn't know the name of the man who stole the dial from him until now. And the man that, I cannot stress this enough, made him just get catastrophically hit in the face by whatever that was. I forget what those things are.
He looks like you.
This is the guy! It's the killer!
Sorry I'm late, Indy. Bridge traffic.
Sala. I mean, Sala remains to be a real one. Especially just walking up and punching some guy in the face for Indy.
She was bailed out by Aziz Rahim. Big Rahim owns the Hotel Atlantique in Tangier, hosting its annual auction of stolen antiquities.
I forgot about this whole sequence. I didn't remember them having kind of an extended thing here. I just remember him dropping him off at the airport, I think.
This is the great man who brought our family to America during the war.
Oh, I forgot that story too. That makes sense. As far as the war stretched, yeah, they might have needed to be evacuated from their home.
I could help you. In Tangier, wherever chance takes us.
This is not an adventure, Sala.
Give him hell, Indiana Jones!
Well, also, he's running from the cops. Maybe don't yell his name. It is a very sweet moment. It speaks to something true about being that age, I believe, which is that missing their youth, the adventure, the things they used to get into.
I don't understand it, Baz.
Terrifying your daughter.
Archimedes discovered a temporal meteorology.
Proving it is what makes it science!
What they're doing with his face is an interesting kind of middle ground between the previous version and what he looks like now. But also a very heart-wrenching scene watching his friend lose his mind over this thing.
Give it to me, please.
For years at this point, apparently.
It must be destroyed.
I'll destroy it, Baz.
Promise.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what drove him crazy. He was scared of the power of this thing falling into the wrong hands and couldn't allow it to happen.
It's vital that you destroy it.
They gave her Phoebe Waller-Bridge's scar, or birthmark.
Indy.
Oh, thanks, Wombat. He's gonna be all right in a few days.
Yeah, they're setting up the question. I hope they answer it. I can't remember. Why did he never come back? Her dad's gone at this point. I don't remember under what circumstances or how soon after that it happened. I have to say, I like the feel of this one more so far than Crystal Skull.
Private auction, old-timer.
I've got to get in there.
No password, no entry.
This was this kid's first movie as far as I remember. I think I watched something about that.
Come on, Wombat.
I wouldn't do that.
You want to explain it to the cops at the
The
bar.
ones I paid off. You're out of your depth, Jonesy.
Jones.
He thinks I'm a criminal.
So is she really so morally detached at this point that she doesn't care? Or is this tied in some way emotionally to what she saw happen to her father?
You.
Have we met?
Oh, he doesn't remember him.
Face rings a bell. Are you still a Nazi?
You're confused. My name is Schmidt.
He has an entirely different identity. I forgot. Yeah, I don't think your gun's gonna help now. Ooh, laid him out. Although I think he might have hit him with the dial.
Get back!
This was a cool shot for the trailer, but I don't know what he was planning. Fight scenes don't have to completely make sense.
Thank you.
All right. Football is in enemy hands. Can they get it back?
See you in the past, Dr. Jones.
First hint. He also didn't refute very strongly that he was the person that Indy thought he was.
Put him down. That's better.
I'm getting the feeling it's not better. At least not for her. This looks like a big problem.
They told me to come home with your head.
Does it have to be that bit?
I don't remember what she did to him. I know she betrayed him in some way.
This is your new man?
No.
I presume you sold the ring?
It didn't go for as much as I thought it would.
Not the thing you want to say in that moment. I don't think he's the one who did what's going to get you killed.
Don't tell me all your escapades of noble selfless quest. You did it in a buzz.
This also might not be the time to have a family squabble. I don't know who came up with the idea of using these for the chase, but man, do these things take a beating. I think they said it was called a tuk-tuk or something. Ooh. That is quite a jump and a set of stairs to go down in that thing. People are just stealing tuk-tuks left and right, you know?
Come on!
Man, we gotta have these things here. Those things are tough. Just went down that whole set of stairs and it's still going full speed. Apparently you can't keep a good archaeologist down. He was crashed on a set of steps and then he was beating her.
How did you end up like this?
I do think they cast this well. They have really good actors as the core here. Funny dynamic. She's holding her own every bit here. Ooh. We found the kryptonite for the tuk-tuk. Head-on collision with an actual car.
There he is.
If I was Voller, I'd be scared too. They are pretty relentless. Tuk-tuk or not. Ooh. Raheem's driver is not going to be feeling good. Or anything, ever again.
What are you doing? Getting what's mine.
This is not the Helena you remember. Ooh. She is not playing. Wow. I mean, I know it's stunt women and stuff, but Phoebe Waller-Bridge, the action star, ladies and gentlemen. Who saw that coming? Raheem had to drive his own car. And building. I remember that part. Sometimes the passageway just gets too narrow. You just can't fit through. And that's how you escape in the tuk-tuk.
Your father was still alive.
Well, he's not. I think there'd been someone there for me, some father figure, someone specifically anointed for the job.
You have no idea.
Don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, what even is a godfather?
She seems, I mean, I know she's BSing too, but like, she seems simultaneously irritated that he wasn't there for her, and then like, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's like, I'm pretty sure she was upset that he wasn't there for her, and that's on him. He should have been, especially if her father died after all the stuff he put her through.
All we need is a vessel to take us to the Mediterranean. I'm asking you personally.
You're a piece of work, Doc.
He was giving her one last chance for this not to happen. He's come too far to stop now, and they didn't know who they were actually dealing with.
My name is Follow. You're Follow.
Yeah, you guys had a Nazi help you get on the moon. Now he has a wild plan to try to bring the Nazis back once again.
I'm not from Indiana, and the Wright brothers were born during the Civil War.
Oh, I thought maybe you went to school with them.
I mean, the oversimplified view of history of a young person. All old people existed at the same time.
So even if you find the graphic goes without me, you can't read it.
Dad taught me Polybius when I was 9.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, if you're the daughter of the guy who was obsessed with it, you probably have learned quite a bit about it.
Give me that.
Need to fix your tuk-tuk, have plenty of gum available.
The Aegean is huge, Indy, and you don't have coordinates.
You don't have a boat. You need me, and you know it.
So we have a little bit of a repeat with like a parent-child relationship of a sort.
Hey! Indy!
There you go. Antonio Banderas enters the chat. One of the best scenes is coming up when he talks about Mutt. I think this was very, very effectively done.
He said that most of the ship had sunk to the ocean floor. Why a Roman warship would sail out of Syracuse with 100 centurions on board? They weren't taking half a dial.
Fairly lucky that Indy had a friend with a boat who was an expert diver, considering what she needed. What was he going to do if he got it, I wonder? I get the feeling he just was scared of the danger of the power of it. He wanted to make sure someone else didn't get it, which you have to admit is admirable.
Now you believe the dial has magical powers?
I don't believe in magic, Wombat, but a few times in my life I've seen things.
Yeah. First time he's reflected back on it. He's seen a lot of crazy stuff.
What if you could go back in time? What would you do?
It's going to get me again, and I just feel it coming.
I'd stop my son from enlisting.
Did he sign up to please you?
He signed up to piss me off.
That makes sense. Something Mutt would do. And he did enlist. He wasn't drafted.
I told him he was going to die, that his mother would find no end to her grief, and that his father would be helpless to console her, and that the loss would put an end to their marriage.
Yeah. I guess you don't need more of a reason than that. Sometimes a loss that big is big enough. There's more to life than cash in the next score. She's somebody who's closed herself off emotionally to all that because the last time she let herself feel things, all it did was get her hurt badly. So you close yourself off from ever letting something like that in again. But ultimately, life ends up pretty empty when you do that.
What's that?
Eel.
Eels?
They look like snakes.
No, they don't.
Private Randy reporting on duty.
Indy can't escape snakes no matter what he does. Now he's got sea snakes. So in this time period, either they didn't have air tanks they could use for this kind of thing, or for this kind of dive, it just wouldn't have worked. Maybe air tanks would have run out too quickly. I'm guessing they're going to be pushing the 3 minutes. I mean, I have some recollection of what happens in this scene, but not a ton. I think I remember how it ends. Yep, I would imagine it's the thing in the chest. Usually is. They just need to get it to the surface. Apparently, that skeleton had become a home for a lot of sea snakes. He has to swim through all of them because his airline goes out that way. Okay, she at least came back for him. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. I don't think that was Antonio Banderas. Killed all his men. I mean, I guess maybe they're just that disgusting and brutal. These people did nothing to them. They had no ability to fight them.
I'm on my own now. Things move forward, Dr. Jones. And sometimes they go backward.
They're doing what I said the first time around, is they're giving you a lot of reasons to hate these people. They've killed a lot of innocent people. People that couldn't have hurt them even if they wanted to. Just because it was more expedient for them.
It's the code. Polybius.
You owe me 50 quid.
Even in this moment. A little bit of comedy. That guy's a mountain. Jeez.
I know this stuff backwards.
No!
I'll crack the code, help you find the other half. 100 grand. Take it or leave it.
You have a deal.
Yeah, I don't think she is believing them, but like, I wouldn't, how can you believe anything they would ever say? They would just shoot you once they didn't need you anymore.
My Meccana, that's machine, lies with me in the city I left.
What I believe is that she's going to fake the translation to send them off the wrong track.
Everyone knows this, even this clown.
Alexandria.
Full marks.
Maybe don't call the guys with the guns clowns. Could end up bad.
The Doric for walking is peripateo.
Like she's trying to teach a class, and they clearly don't know any of this. Yeah, there you go.
So, where wolves teach men to walk.
The School of Mathematics.
Is correct.
She's doing a great job here. She has them on the hook with the one thing she has over them. She knows what this says, and they don't.
May I? Thank you.
That wasn't the most subtle with the cigarette, but he's not paying that much attention.
The The entrance to the tomb is by the School of Mathematics, under a statue of Cleo in the ruins of the great library of Alexandria.
Gold star for Dr. Brains.
I thought she faked the translation, gave him the wrong information. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was just counting on killing them or disabling them with that. Yeah, you might want to get some distance quickly.
My friend was just murdered.
Yeah, let's not forget. R.I.P. Ronaldo. And he got you to what you were looking for anyway.
But Archimedes didn't make it that easy. The tomb isn't in Alexandria.
Okay, so I was right. She did leave out a crucial piece of information. But I think he figures it out.
Wax and wood. It's heavy.
Wax melts, and wax is not heavy.
Give me that.
Yeah, this is a moment where you better be sure, because you're about to lose this translation. Rest of the dial? Yeah, I don't know if it's the rest of the dial, but it's definitely more than just a square of wax.
Cave of Dionysius.
In Sicily.
West, not east.
I mean, it's Sicily, but, you know, this isn't that far from Venice, and we know what happened last time in Venice.
I just thought we were in this for all the wrong reasons.
We are.
Helena, get over here. Give me a hand.
Teddy really enjoys their life of adventure and living on the wrong side of the law. Imagine being frustrated that she might actually be doing something that's more reputable.
Hey, watch it!
Scusi.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with him. You just picked your pocket. Pretty expertly, too. Teddy knows how to survive on the streets. And Teddy has happened upon something very troubling. Yep, that would be very troubling.
Hey.
That more so. That even more so. Teddy's day went downhill really fast. Let's put it that way.
Helena, they've got Teddy.
Yeah, Helena might have let herself think that she doesn't have any important connections in her life, but I'm imagining Teddy is on that short list. Craziest thing, we got married and this guy took off in our car with all the just married stuff on it.
They're not gonna hurt him.
Use it. Get the other half of the dial. You gotta get there first.
I'm assuming that what was inside the wax was more specific instructions for where to find it or how to use it. One of the two.
Search where Dionysius hears each whisper like a hurricane.
Hey, there are worse ways to test that out.
Stop!
You actually perform a symphony in there, you might deafen some people. Sometimes the acoustics can be too good.
Just like on the graphicals.
You okay up there?
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling his stuntman's doing a fair amount of this work.
You're not moving.
I'm thinking.
You haven't been forced to drink the blood of Kali or been tortured with voodoo?
We're getting back to the Temple of Doom stuff.
And I'm just guessing, but I don't think you've been shot 9 times, including once by your father.
That shot you?
It's the first time we've heard Indy, I think, reference things that happened in previous movies. Before, it was just kind of a cryptic, you know, that I've seen things. But specifically mentioning the blood of Kali and being tortured with voodoo. Temple of Doom deep cuts.
He tried to steal my purse outside a casino in Marrakesh when he was 10. He didn't let go, and neither did I, so I've been together ever since.
Thought you were all about the money.
I am.
No, deny it all you want. You also have a family member, at least, in Teddy. He's been with you for a while, and it's not just about the money. There you go. I was just thinking, we haven't had a big bug or snake moment. Gotta have a bug moment.
Get him off!
That spider squeaked. I don't know if spiders do that.
Life lies at her feet.
Let's say the methane seems to be impacting her more than it's impacting him. I do not remember what's about to happen. Oh. All right. That makes sense. And at least you're not going to die now.
Hey, get back here!
He is faster than you. And smaller. Come on, Teddy. Oh. It was a good try, Teddy. You had to take a shot at it. That makes things even worse as far as getting Teddy out of there in one piece. Although we did see what a good pickpocket he is. And there's those skills right there. That would be fitting if Teddy ended up taking out the biggest one. Which I think is what's going to happen. There you go. Being small and smart comes in handy. Ooh. That was ice cold, Teddy.
Rhys, and pull. Rhys, and pull. Rhys, and pull.
I didn't know what he was saying, and then I remembered Ronaldo told him to reach and pull because he said he didn't know how to swim. We are there, I think. Apparently not discovered for 2,000 years, if I'm remembering what he said. And the rest of the dial. Just that simple, folks. All you gotta do is find a tomb that's been lost for 2,000 years. Boom, dial. There you go. That's gotta be crazy for her to have found the thing her father was obsessing over finding.
Indy, this freeze.
It's a phoenix, common icon.
No, look, it isn't. This phoenix has propellers.
Oh. I mean, it is an interesting blending of kind of the ancient past and like sci-fi. It does a decent job. I remembered that.
Invented for 1,000 years.
I remembered the watch.
Archimedes used it. Dad was right.
We know how Archimedes isn't going to get that watch.
As it conquered space, it will conquer time.
And he answers the rest of the question. What do you conquer after you've conquered space?
Jones, your wife is gone. Do you really want to lose your godchild? For what? A world that no longer cares about men like us.
He is not a man like you. You're a dirty Nazi. And fast forwarding, you're apparently enough of a dirty Nazi that the whole reason you want this is just so you can bring back the Nazis. Should have had a better goal than that.
History's greatest moment.
What was that piece? I don't remember them talking about that. Man, Teddy is taking out henchmen left and right.
Get him out of here.
I mean, let's not forget, Teddy drowned a guy. I mean, he probably would have tried to kill him too, to be fair, but... Ooh.
Go! Now what?
Bring him.
Helena realizes exactly how much she actually does care and how much she actually did need him, which is why it hurt so bad that he wasn't there. Probably one of the last connections she has in the world. Well, that's just rude. I mean, it's like they didn't know they were going to need to follow him. So they killed the other guy, but didn't think to disable his vehicle. I mean, our heroes have to have some way forward.
Calculates the location of the fissure and transmit waypoints to the pilots.
Why is he bringing Indy with him at this point? He doesn't need him. Does he just want him to witness what's going to happen?
What kind of Nazi kills a Führer?
The kind that believes in victory, Dr. Jones. I saw every mistake, and I will correct them all.
I didn't remember what his plan was. That's an interesting plan for a Nazi. So I guess I should have given him a little more credit. He's not just hopelessly enamored with the Nazis. He wants to kill Hitler and take over. Like I said, though, pretty far stretch for Indy to fight the Nazis one last time. And these guys apparently are more than mercenaries. They're willing to go back in time with him and become Nazis.
I think you can fly one of those.
A Nord? Sure.
It's not a ringing response.
Well, I haven't flown a Nord.
You've never flown any plane.
Let's not get, touchy about what we can and can't fly, Teddy. Your whole practice was on fake levers and gauges and stuff at a table in a restaurant. Although he did seem to be paying pretty close attention.
Fasten your seatbelt, Dr. Jones. There might be some turbulence.
You're German, Waller. Don't try and be funny.
Yeah. In these things, the Nazis are not supposed to be making the jokes. All right? There's a pretty clear structure and formula. So let's stick to our roles here, Waller. All right? Apparently, hot wiring a plane is the same as hot wiring a car.
Gauges green. Power full. And when they reach 85, I rotate.
Teddy was paying attention. I mean, it's still going to be very, very risky. but he was taking it seriously at least. Come on, Helena. Running out of time. Boom. She's lucky Teddy didn't hit that.
We'll take.
I mean, I was about to say that's quite a crash course, but let's hope not, especially the crash part, for Teddy's sake. Why did she have him steal the plane? And who's in the plane with him?
Archimedes didn't know about continental drift. Your coordinates are based on markers that have been moving for 2,000 years.
Yeah, well, something's definitely off based on what's about to happen. Well, there's certainly bet a lot on a lot of very unlikely things happening just right.
Your calculations are wrong! Will you shut up? I'm thinking!
This is quite a tension-building device here. He has moments to decide whether or not to do this.
I don't know where we're going here.
Too late. You're going whether you want to or not. He's about to fly your plane back in time. Yeah, I get the feeling it wasn't designed for that. Yeah, pull up. Alright, they're not permanently dead. Hazards of traveling through a time portal, man.
I did it, Dr. Jones!
Yeah, you didn't do it. That doesn't look like 1939. I think you celebrated a little too early there, buddy.
Those are Roman triremes.
Seems like you're off by maybe a couple thousand years almost. I mean, the solution is simple. You turn around, you fly back. But he's taken so long. And now their plane is damaged.
You have to turn around. This is the siege of Syracuse. 214 BC.
I mean, he could rule there too, but just in a very different way. Maybe not. We must take down their dragons. Yep, there you go, buddy. You died 2,000 years ago. Yeah, I don't know what the arguing is. You got to get back to that portal while there's still time. Not that I'm pulling for you guys to win. That was wonderfully timed. She just took out like 8 Nazis at once.
Sorry, pal, but you're a Nazi.
Yeah, that does take away the being sorry part.
What are you doing here?
Rescuing you!
Yeah, I don't think you could get to say that you don't care about people anymore. You traveled 2,000 years in the past to save Indy. There you go. Nice shot. That was risky. That was risky. This whole thing is pretty shaky, and so is he.
Give me the parachute!
Bowler, what are you even doing now? What good is a parachute to you anyway? You gonna go live there? Yeah, you wanted this. You can have it.
Kind of puts hole in there.
Yeah. That's what you get for wanting to be a Nazi. Again, wanting to bring back the Nazis. You die 2,000 years ago.
Those are my friends.
Teddy, too. He acted like he didn't care about anybody. There you are, Voller. You gave Archimedes his watch. That maybe helped him complete the dial, who knows. And the cyclical nature of time continues. Yeah, and he also has the finished dial. Oh, maybe that's why. Archimedes realizes that they went through time and how dangerous it is, and that's why he splits it. Maybe he never completes his dial. He just has that one and just keeps cycling through time, and you have a bootstrap paradox situation.
Sit up, you need to help me. I know it hurts, but we've got to get you back.
This is incredible. Incredible.
There is something amazingly appropriate about this. An archaeologist seeing one of the events that he was trying to teach people about happening right in front of him.
They'll get you home. I'm going to stay.
You're not serious. Well, you are serious.
Andy, I appreciate it, but come on. That's not where you're supposed to be. And Marion does still love you. Why would he... I guess they just did stuff like that back then. Why would you just kill civilians? They're just on the ground. They're not even armed. They're not even fighting.
It's him. He's asking how far we've come.
I was going to say, can he speak to him? So he did know. I didn't expect that moment to hit me like that.
Archimede, Imam. He can't keep that, by the way. He needs to build his own one.
Okay, so no bootstrap paradox.
This is your time, Kebrapina. Sikitito, he needs to be in his. His work is not done. He needs to go home. There is medicine at home. He cannot die here. He can't.
He can understand you, but I guess it doesn't matter. This is hitting me a lot harder this time.
You need to do this.
Me too.
As soon as he said, I need to do this, I remembered what she did. She was right. He was emotionally distraught. His whole world was gone as far as he knew. A world had forgotten about him. But she was very right. Like, what was he going to do except sit there and screw up? Like, he was going to tell him all kinds of stuff about the future. He wouldn't have been able to resist. Good thing she kept that, so he at least remembered it actually happened.
Good morning. How's the shoulder?
Better than my jaw.
Hey, man. She's shown that she can fight through this movie.
You should have let me stay.
I couldn't do that.
No, she absolutely should not have.
Why not?
Well, for starters, you'd have changed the course of history.
Yeah, very much so. You wouldn't have been able to resist.
That's supposed to be a bad thing.
Yeah. You can't possibly imagine what your actions would actually do.
You're meant to be here, Indy.
For who?
For her. For one, because she was wrong. She needs people. And for her, because she loves you, regardless of how much losing your son hurt.
Hey.
I get the feeling that grief was not handled very effectively the first time around here. And that's one of the most impossibly hard things to deal with, is losing a child.
What are you doing?
Someone told me you were back. Are you back, Indy?
Was running and...
Yeah, I get the sense that maybe he checked out after Mutt died. Hey, we get to see Sala again. I didn't remember that.
Why don't we go and get some ice cream, kids?
You can never have too much ice cream.
Yeah, Mommy and Daddy need some time alone. I got a little emotional there, too. There's something appropriate about this, you know?
Does it hurt?
Everything hurts.
I forgot this. You go out with the people who started it, you know?
Where doesn't it hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, I think well, I'll save it for the wrap-up. That's good. It's not quite as a joyous ending as the last movie was when they were getting married, but it's still a happy ending at least. And there we go. Last shot of the hat. All right. That's it. Let's go to the wrap-up. Well, I enjoyed that a lot more this time around, I think, than I did last time. I don't know. I can't remember if I saw this one in the theater. I think I might have. But a lot more of the emotional moments I feel like had a chance to hit. And I feel like they did what they were trying to do. Going into this movie, they knew this was going to be the final chapter of this film franchise. At least, Harrison's final chapter as Indy. I don't think they'll go back and recast. I hope they don't. I don't think it would work at this point. Harrison has become so iconically identified with Indiana Jones, it would be almost impossible to recast that role. I've heard people make that argument, and I have to say I vehemently disagree. Sometimes it's just time for a character to go off into the sunset, as they did in Last Crusade, and as they thought that was going to be the final entry into this series. Now, that said, there are all kinds of ways that Indiana Jones stories can continue. and they've already started. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle I still haven't played yet. I still want to play. It's one of the only, in fact, I think it's the only Indiana Jones game with an original story I have yet to play. I've played all the old ones. There's books, and there's potential for more if they want to write more. There's, comic books. There's all different kinds of media. Animation would be a great one, I think. They've done all kinds of great things modern day with known properties in the animated world. You could do Indiana Jones adventures forever in animation, and they would be wonderful. But this felt like an appropriate end to this. That moment with him meeting Archimedes back 2,000 years ago, saying he wanted to stay. I think it hit me emotionally, at least in part, because it's this thing of, this is a person who has spent his entire life studying these things, exploring the ruins of all of these things that happened way in the past, trying to teach these things to other people and get them to understand why they were important. As we see in the beginning of the things that I feel like were effective about the setup of the beginning of this was him being in this world where he felt like he no longer had anything of value to contribute. Sitting in a classroom of people who are not interested in what he's teaching. To see that, to feel like your time really has passed. And your son is gone, your wife has left you. You don't have anyone left in the world. You don't have any purpose that you can think of left in the world to keep going. Your time, your world has forgotten about you. Why go back? I want to stay here. I want to see this. This is the culmination of all of these things I've devoted my life to be able to see this happen firsthand. But he wasn't thinking clearly, and she knew it. And it was beyond that. She had her own emotional reasons. She loved him, and she wanted him to be with her. But she was also right. First of all, he would have gotten old very quick. Well, maybe with him, with his interest in this time period, the interest would have gone longer. But he would have died probably fairly soon. I mean, they didn't have anywhere near the medical technology, anything like that, what he would need to keep him going, even in his time. And also, the biggest one is he absolutely would not have been able to resist telling them things about the future. And he even said, after he woke up, what's so bad about that? What's so bad about that is, even if you think you're doing the right thing, even if you think you're helping them to advance in ways that they wouldn't have been able to otherwise or would have struggled to, or helping them to avert horrible things that would have happened otherwise, you have no way to know what those ripples will create, what will happen instead. Even Voller going back and trying to do what he was trying to do. Not to say that by any stretch of the imagination, any reasonable person wanted him to succeed. Anyone with any decency, obviously, would want him to fail miserably at anything he's trying to do as a Nazi. But even if he had succeeded, even if they had gone to where he was intending to go and everything came off just as he intended, he had no way to know if he would even be successful at what he was doing. He said he knew all the mistakes they made. And he did. He would know a fair amount of history. He would know the mistakes they made. He would know what the Allies were going to do in response and all these kind of things. That changes the moment he takes over. There's new mistakes to be made. The Allies fighting them are going to do different things, potentially, in answer to what he would do. So as much as he feels like he would have it planned out, it probably wasn't going to work anyway. Go even further. Go to the classic example, since we're talking about Nazis. You use time travel to go back and kill Hitler or something like that. On its face, that seems like a good idea, especially considering what happened. Like, we save all these millions of people. Maybe you would. Maybe it would create something else, something even worse. You don't know. You're talking about time travel stuff here. You don't know what would happen. And it would have worn on him, and he wouldn't have been able to stop himself. I don't know if she had that in her mind when she decided to bring him back. I think it was just more, you don't belong here, and I love you, and we need to go home. Which is enough. They still ended up doing the right thing. And she ended up getting Marion there, which apparently didn't take that much. I mean, she said, I heard you were back. And she said, are you back? To me, meaning, are you again? Are you the man I love, the man I married? It gives the sense that it wasn't just her grief, even though that's how he characterized it. I'm sure that was his view at that time, but it was what he did with his grief. It was likely that he shut her out, that he didn't know how to process the grief of losing his son. And if they had found maybe a way to grieve together, that their marriage would have been okay at least. That they could have found comfort and support in each other. And the hope being, obviously, that going forward they'll be able to find that. That'll be the rest of Indy's story. I did enjoy this quite a bit more than I thought. I'm glad that I watched it. I'm glad I watched through all of these. It gives a different perspective. This is the first time that I've had an opportunity to watch all of the Indiana Jones movies together in a relatively short period of time. to get to watch all of them and get to experience them each again and how they make me feel and how much I enjoyed them and all of that compared to each other. And overall, I don't think there are any big misses in the Indiana Jones film series. I do think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was probably the biggest one. But Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was also the biggest swing, like the biggest risk, like the biggest, like, let's try something different. And again, it illustrates for me the difference between the creative people who make something and the people who watch it and love it, and the difference between what those people think the thing is supposed to be or what it is. They hadn't made an Indiana Jones movie in 20 years, and they thought they had to do something different. They thought they had to try to reinvent it a little bit to kind of reinvigorate it for what I'm sure they hoped would be maybe a new trilogy. Didn't really work. But they didn't want to go out on that note. They wanted to have an actual final chapter for this character, at least on the film screen. And that's what this was intended to be. And so they tried to have it be a little more of a return to form. I think they did a good job in what they attempted to do here, what they set out to do. So, no complaints. And I've enjoyed watching all of these again with you. One complaint I do have, they have not released a novelization of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. They have for all the other movies, and my bookshelf is waiting for it. So, get on it. But other than that, also, real quick, remember to go ahead and check out the Patreon. Full-length reaction to this movie is available over there right now. Other full-length reactions to other movies are over there, including all of the reactions to the Indiana Jones film series. Exclusive full-length television show reactions are over there. All kinds of stuff over there. I hope you go check it out. Any support you give over there or over here is greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And also a shout out to my Seen Everything patron, Aunt Vess. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you being here with me through all of this, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.